What's up my VR bears, welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to be talking about some of the new games that Oculus has announced in their Oculus Gaming Showcase that are coming to the Oculus Quest. Along with that we're also going to be talking about updates with games that were already announced and all the exciting stuff that you guys can get on your Quest in the upcoming year. With that being said, if this video helps you out, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And with that, let's hop into today's video. For starters, they announced that they're going to have some more 120 Hz games that are coming out on the Quest. This is going to be cool as that higher refresh rate is just going to make for a better gameplay experience. So you can now get excited about the 120 Hz. As in my most recent video talking about the 120 Hz, I said how it was basically still useless as no games had it and no apps had it on the home page of the Oculus screen. But now, with this update, we now know that 120 Hz games are coming out, and you can actually get some pretty decent games with 120 Hz. If you are a huge fan of Pistol Whip, you are going to like this action-packed driven campaign that is coming out for Pistol Whip, and that is Smoke and Thunder. This is going to be a Western-themed campaign that you can play through with new songs, new environments, and a theme that's actually story-driven that you can play through while playing Pistol Whip.
So you're the scoundrels calling yourselves Dynamo, huh? Well, I think I might just call you dead. I'm coming for you, Tess.
The next game we're going to be talking about is Battle Sisters. Battle Sisters is a game that has been announced in the past, but we have gotten some more information about, and it's a big game. This is a wave arena type shooter that is just action packed. There's lots and lots of guns, anywhere from RPGs to grenade launchers to two-handed ARs. It's really cool. And there's a lot of different guns, and it looks to be very gory and violent and a fun brawl shooter arena type game. This is coming out. It's nothing new and gonna revolutionize anything, but it is a big arena shooting game if you are into that. So make sure you check it out, Battle Sisters, when it comes out. Not sisters with an S at the end, just Battle Sister. Enough with that, let's move on to the next one. Next up is actually the biggest game, personally for me, the one I'm most excited for, besides maybe one we'll talk about a little bit later, but this is going to be Lone Echo 2. Lone Echo 2 has been in development for, what has it been, 3 years? It's been like 3 years since Lone Echo came out, and Lone Echo 2 has just been running, being built in the background, and has finally been like officially announced to come out, and it is just absolutely amazing and exciting. Sadly, however, they did not make Lone Echo a Quest 2 game. It is sadly still going to be a Rift game. You can still play it on your Quest using Link, but it won't be on your Quest, which is sad, but we all know that a game that's supposed to be super good is going to need a PC to render in all those amazing graphics as well as the huge open environment. It's got all of the same mechanics as Lone Echo 1, and if you've ever played Echo Arena, you'll have the same jetpack type motion as you would in that game. So if you played that on the Quest, that's what it's going to be like, similar in this story-driven game instead of a competitive PvP game. That means you're going to be able to fly in zero-G environments with the ability of fixing up a space station and exploring with jetpacks, little hand jetpacks, and booster packs on your back. The next game we're going to be talking about is a banger. This game is actually one of those games that will revolutionize VR as well as the Quest 2 as a whole, and that is Resident Evil 4. They are coming out with Resident Evil 4 as a Quest 2 exclusive. So this might be some sad news to you Quest 1 users, but this is fantastic news to VR as a whole. As a lot of you know, Half-Life Alyx was dropped as a VR exclusive, and you had to have PC VR, you had to have Steam, and you could get Half-Life Alyx and play it in VR. Many of you know how amazing that was for VR. VR saw a huge spike, a huge jump as soon as that game was announced, and it was amazing for VR. A bunch of big creators used their VR headsets and played VR games, which gave creators VR headsets to use for future events and stuff in that sort. Which means another game like Half-Life Alyx is definitely just a good thing for the VR community. And Resident Evil 4 is going to capitalize on that even more. Resident Evil 4 is a Quest 2 exclusive. That means that the most commonly used VR headset right now, the Quest 2, is going to get an exclusive game. This is huge because that's going to bring even more people to the most used VR headset. Quest 2s are probably going to be sold out for about a month once Resident Evil 4 comes out, and that's awesome. I'm not happy they're going to be sold out, but it's amazing that VR is finally booming and becoming the industry we all want it to be. For specifics about Resident Evil 4, it's supposed to come out later this year. I think it's supposed to come out 2021 Christmas time is what my expectation would be, either that or October near Halloween, but either way it's going to come out later near the end of the year. I don't have many other details about the specifics of the game besides it's going to feel like Resident Evil, and it's going to have reload mechanics like your VR game. It's not going to be a crappy port. It's going to be made for VR.
Moves or collides with the world. You'll still move in first person by using the analog stick, but Armature has added a full upper body rig on top of Leon's character to combine his movement with the dual-handed interactivity achieved with touch controllers. If you don't want to use the analog stick to move freely, Armature even added support for teleportation, as well as room scale movement so that you can explore the environment with natural motion.
Finally, Oculus is coming out with Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy Edge Part 2. I know a lot of you are not happy with the Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy Edge as well as the Jurassic Park. Those games did come off as a bit of a rocky start, with the first half being released and you had to buy the whole game and then a DLC would be released later. It is not a great practice and it's not something we want, but we can be happy that Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy Edge Part 2 is now coming out, so you guys can finally finish off that game. The next game is also a Star Wars game, and that is Star Wars Pinball. This is cool. I'm excited for this, as I feel like games that are common out of VR world experiences being brought into VR are really fun and intuitive, especially for new users, which is a lot of what the Quest 2 user base is. So something like Star Wars Pinball is something amazing that I could share with the rest of my family who don't spend a lot of time playing video games. Along with that, there's some things that you can collect and actually adds a reason to play pinball, as you can set up a virtual room with a bunch of cool add-ons and characteristics that make your room special as you play more and more pinball. Another game I'm excited to have come out is I Expect You to Die 2. I Expect You to Die was a very, very good game. I played it on someone else's headset, so I don't actually have it on mine, but I did play it briefly on someone else's, and it was very entertaining as it had you solve puzzles, and the way the puzzles worked were you'd have to try and do trial and error, and then you'd always die in fun, different ways, which was a very interesting concept and really got good use of VR as it incorporated cinematic as well as VR puzzles. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this is one of the first actual sports games that are coming out for the Quest 2, and that is going to be the snowboarding game coming out, Carve Snowboarding, I think. And it's interesting. I'm personally not going to pick it up. I'm not too excited. Personally, my favorite part about it is the petting the dog, but it seems like a snowboarding game, and it seems like it could be fun. But I don't think that it's going to be anything exceptional, especially because we don't have that level of immersity into VR yet that would make a VR sports game that entertaining. What I am happy for in this latter set of games is After the Fall. This is a game where you are set in the city of LA in a winter themed map, and there are zombies and monsters, and it's basically a survival co-op game. It's finally a made to play co-op game. All these games are meant to be either PvP or solo, and then there's a co-op option. This is a game meant to be played co-op, which I'm super excited for because that's my favorite part about VR. I don't like going and playing VR on my own. I mean, it's fun, but I would much rather go and play with a couple of friends because that just makes it so much more fun. It's the same way with flat screen games. Unless you're playing with friends, it gets boring fast. So I am definitely going to be one to check out after the fall, as I have been keeping up to date with this, and I'm super happy with what Vertigo Games is coming out with. Our next game is called Afterlife, which seems to be a decently good horror game where you follow a weird world as things get more and more abstract and creepy. There's not much to note on this one. There wasn't a whole lot of details, but it is going to be a cool horror game coming out later this year if you are into that.
Eater, nearby.
Get down!
Incoming!
Time to shine!
And then finally, to wrap things up, there is a Climb 2 DLC update type thing. There's going to be, I think, 2 more new maps or a couple more new maps coming out. And then along with that, we also have Saints and Sinners coming out with a whole new expansive DLC update. But that's it. That's all that Oculus announced at the gaming showcase. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out and you're excited for some of the new games coming. If you are, tell me which ones are your favorite down in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you to my members. You guys are absolute mad lads. My little lettuces and my mama bear. Thank you for the support. It helps out tremendously. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye.